Today we have another Heimdallr on the channel. Heimdallr are one of the few brands that I actually featured that make basically exclusively Homage watches. They make a bunch of different types of Homage watches. Recently I actually featured a watch on this channel that was an homage to the Omega Seamaster 300 James Bond edition, which I thought was really awesome. I actually still have that watch. I've lent it out to Rock the Watch. He has it currently, and he's going to be doing a review, or might have already done one. I don't remember. Outer box, inner box, all the same. Not too crazy, not too elaborate. It's just a cardboard outer box, cardboard inner box. Inside there, you get a watch. There's like a little bit of a felt cushion in here, and then under here, there's a little compartment. In there is just a warranty card, and that is it. That is all that comes with the watch. Now, this watch is obviously an homage, because that is basically what they make, and this is an homage to a very famous Seiko. It is the 62 Mas. So on their website, they actually refer to this as a 62 Mas shark sort of homage. So they're not really beating around the bush. That is what they actually refer to it as. And I have to say, they did a really good job. The watch is really nicely made. Big indices, those maxi indices that you would find on a vintage 62 Mas. You have a ceramic bezel. You have a black dial, the date there at 3 o'clock. I believe this gets an NH35, so it is a Seiko movement. Screwed in crown, screwed in case back. This actually gets 300 meters of water resistance rather than 200 meters of water resistance. The top of the case is all brushed. The sides are polished, and the back is signed Heimdallr there with their shark logo, the shark logo right there, and then just information about the watch. It is bead blasted and polished. Screwed in case back, of course. Really good bezel action on here. Really, really good. Very tight. No play in that bezel. Sounds excellent. Feels really good. Very solid, loud clicks. I think it's like 120 click. And then you get sort of a vintage boxed domed sapphire crystal. And the crown just has a little bit of that blue protectant on there. It's not a signed crown. It's just a polished crown. Drilled lugs and a really nice sort of rubber strap on here, which is very in keeping what would have come on the original 62 Mas. And actually, a lot of the re-editions have very similar sort of straps on it as well. It's a tropic rubber strap. And then on here, the buckle is just a milled buckle. Nice solid piece of metal, also signed Heimdallr on it, and that is it. Very simple packaging, very simple, straightforward watch. And I think a very nice watch, actually really nicely made, and the same proportions as the original. So it's 41 millimeters, 50 millimeters lug to lug, 14 millimeters thick, or very, very close to those original proportions. But you're also getting 300 meters of water resistance rather than 200 meters of water resistance. In the recent reissue from Seiko, this actually has 200 meters of water resistance. They also offer it on a bracelet. The price on these is insane. On the strap, it is $169. That is with I believe a mineral crystal. You can get it with, on the strap, a sapphire crystal. That's what this is. So this has a sapphire crystal that is boxed and domed. That is $189. That's pretty good. I mean, that's literally cheap when you really consider the amount of watch, and the fit, feel, and quality of this watch really is on par with way more expensive watches. I'm actually very, very impressed. This is a very impressive watch, and I think it's really, really nicely made. Let me quickly throw it on my wrist so you guys can see this watch on my wrist. 41 millimeters with that 50 millimeter lug to lug. It doesn't really wear that big, but let me show you very quickly. Today I have a large watch. This is a 42 millimeter watch, and you can see these side by side. This does not look, well, maybe it does. It kind of looks big, but it's not because of the lugs. It just doesn't wear as big. But this is a 42 millimeter watch, and it is the Tudor Black Bay P01, prototype 01. Just an awesome, awesome watch. I just recently made a video for that. It should be out right now, so definitely check that out. And here it is. This is the 62 Mas Homage on my 7.5-inch wrist. And you can see this is a very comfortable watch. Fits really nicely, looks really good, and it looks a lot like, obviously, the vintage 62 Mas. There it is. Good looking watch. And the Heimdallrs, in my experience, have very good lume. So let's do a lume shot. Very big indices on here, obviously. So there should be very good lume. Let's check it out. Excellent lume on here. You can see that. $189. This is a very good price for a watch that has really good build quality. You know, I compared these Heimdallrs to Islander watches. These are cheaper than Islander watches, and I have to say some of the quality on these watches are extremely, extremely good. It's not the same as buying an Islander because Islander is located in the United States. I agree, a lot of people will bring that up. But you are saving a ton of money over a brand like Islander. And they're coming out with a bunch of different watches, not just Seikos. They're doing homages against a bunch of different brands. So Omega, Citizen, obviously Seiko. So definitely check them out. I think they are making some pretty cool watches at a very, very low cost with a very high quality. And the lume on here is excellent. You can see that. I wish they would lume the whole bezel, as I mentioned. Things like a lume bezel are things that people really like to see on watches like this. It wouldn't change the look of the watch, and it would be still in keeping with the original version of this watch. However, it adds a little bit something different. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I know people are kind of polarized about that. I don't mind it. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe. Hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel. I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.